Welcome back to Film Gob everyone, it's Shayker here. And just as I was about to upload this video, Zack Snyder, he decides to drop another image on Vero from the Snyder Cut. He just shared this about a couple of hours ago. He said, Vic pounds the earth at the family plot. A very Tim Burton-esque shot here. You've got the cemetery, you've got crosses, gravestones, under the moonlight. Got an angelic statue, got Vic pounding at the earth. I don't know what he's trying to, is he trying to get at something, is he frustrated, what's happening? But it's a beautiful looking shot, it was one hell of a shot. And it just goes to show like how much are we missing by not having the Snyder Cut. There's so much to this movie, we haven't even scratched the surface. And again it shows up the Warner Brothers, the previous people at Warner Brothers who were in charge to be the idiots that they are. I mean, if they're cutting out the emotional core of the film, Cyborg is the emotional core. You know, what are you left with? You're left with...
Did you ever fight a hippo?
The thirstiest young woman he ever met.
Listen.
So I keep saying, you know, I'm sure we'll see more from Zack Snyder. He'll be revealing more on Vero. I usually say it's weeks, but usually turns out to be days. And I'm sure by the end of the week we'll have something more. Stay tuned, right here on Film Gob, I will have all that news when it breaks. Nicolas Winding Refn wants to direct a Batgirl movie. Yes, I know this is a week old, but I wanted to cover it. Let's see what it says. Refn admitted he's been offered bigger films in the past, but has never found quite the right mix to get him to sign on. That said, there's one character he would be up for working with, and that's a certain Gotham defender named Batgirl. I would love to do one of those comic book movies. I mean, me and Batgirl, it's like we coexist. It's just like a lot of people are obsessed with the idea of this is it or this is it. If it comes and it's the right project, I think he's supposed to say, something like that, and I can do my version of it, or I can be part of a contribution to that, great. But if it's not, I'll just go make something else. That said, he does already have someone in mind who could play the part of Barbara Gordon, teasing, I know who's going to play it, though he wouldn't divulge who that actress he had in mind was. Quick everyone, to IMDb and let's see what actresses he's worked with before. In my opinion, I would love to have Nicolas Winding Refn as part of the DC films. Probably would have made more sense back in the Snyderverse. You know, he's a director that would probably rise to the challenge of making a movie where, you know, he's kind of injecting his own style into a film and that could match whatever Zack Snyder was doing at the time. And imagine applying that to a dark, mean Batgirl movie. I think it would be a success. So let me know what you think about this. Moving on, Vanessa Kirby on Matt Reeves' radar for Catwoman in the Batman. So this is an exclusive coming from Geeks Worldwide. As the Batman enters pre-production, Matt Reeves is beginning to look at actresses for the role of Catwoman, and I hear Vanessa Kirby is one contender for the part. So back in February it was revealed that, you know, Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Nicholas Hoult were part of a list for the Batman, and of course Nicholas Hoult was the runner-up. It's very likely Kirby is on the same kind of wish list, and formal talks haven't begun yet. More names should be popping up soon as well. Now Vanessa Kirby, I've only seen her in Mission Impossible Fallout. She's fine in that, but she's not really my choice of someone who should play Catwoman. I'm more of a Isa Gonzalez for Catwoman kind of guy. If you know what I mean, let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Now just going back to where it said that the Batman has entered pre-production, where did this announcement come from? It came from IMDb. Simply it said, status, pre-production. So that's what everyone's going on. Next up, you've probably seen Empire magazine, they had their Joker covers. Joker the movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. Here's the first cover of Joaquin Phoenix and his Joker. What's his name again? Arthur Fleck. Pretty cool cover. And the next one, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. If you ask me, it's not as good as the previous one. You've got a whole lot of Photoshop layers happening here. But with the movie release coming up fairly soon, I'm sure we're going to get that second trailer, maybe even during Comic-Con. And finally we've got some non-DCEU news, but it's kind of related to DC. We've got Sandman. Let's see what's happening now. Netflix, they're entering the race. So the Sandman TV series set at Netflix from Neil Gaiman, Alan Heinberg and David S. Goyer. A TV series based on the Sandman comic books created by Neil Gaiman has officially been ordered to series at Netflix. Alan Heinberg will write and serve as showrunner and executive producer on the series, with Gaiman and David S. Goyer also writing and executive producing. Gaiman, Heinberg and Goyer will co-write the first episode. Warner Bros. Television will produce, with the series receiving a 10-episode commitment. So the Vice President of Original Series at Netflix, he said, "We are thrilled to partner with the brilliant team that is Neil Gaiman, David S. Goyer and Alan Heinberg to finally bring Neil's iconic comic book series, The Sandman, to life on screen. From its rich characters and storylines to its intricately built out worlds, we're excited to create an epic original series that dives deep into this multi-layered universe beloved by fans around the world. The Sandman follows the people and places affected by Morpheus, the Dream King, as he mends the cosmic and human mistakes he's made during his vast existence." There have been many attempts to adapt Sandman as a film, with Gaiman and Goyer having penned the most recent attempt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was also attached to the film at one point, but he left the project due to creative differences. I remember collecting a few Sandman comic books in the past, many years ago. It was the Dave McKean's artwork that really attracted me to it. The guy's a legend, go and check out his work. So I'm really looking forward to this. I hope it is as cinematic as possible, because I don't want it to be done on the cheap. So let me know in the comments below what you think about all these stories. Click that like button, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Why not check out these other videos on screen right now? But until next time, I'm Shayker and I will catch you later.